Hi, this is Norcaffeine and welcome back to some more Banished, where we'll jump into a random game. Now, why would I jump into a random game, you say? Oh, this is out of order. Well, what's happened is that a new beta has come out, which I will urge everyone to opt into, because it enhances the game rather nicely. Now, the changelog is huge. Of course, there was a lot of bugs in this game, or performance issues, and the logic of the AI were rather strange. But as the game developer has done, or in the changelog you can see, he has done a astounding job to rule out some of the most annoying problems, making your citizens more intelligent, basically. And the mouse is out of sync. Is that a new bug? But in any case, I'm here to talk about them, not to play. So, what may have angered some of us, I know I have, is that the logic of the citizens, or AI, has been horrendous. But now, there's a load of new stuff to fix up for that. And I'm not sure about this one. I can't really say I've experienced it or realized that that was the thing happening when it happened. A bug which is fixed is that starving or freezing people won't get stuck in a loop doing the same job over and over if no food or warmth was available to resolve the starving or freezing issue. Basically, if they can't do shit, or can't eat, or can't warm themselves, they would keep working, I think. Which means, and another thing, I can shorten it down instead of reading the whole thing. If somebody lives here, the food is they are inside, or have to go to the marketplace, and become hungry, they will instead go to this place, if there are food present, of course, instead of going down here. So they won't starve as easily going to get food, which is very ironical. And now it's added that if somebody lives here, this one of these guys, and winter comes, they are farmers, and they are become laborers, they will, of course, I will say, oh, remove stones here. They will have a long way to go from home. The thing is, though, there is no food down here, and they will become hungry. Instead of starving on the way back, they will eat out of their house's inventory as if they brought themselves some lunch, which is rather nice, I will say. Loads of deaths come from people working far away from the city hub, as happened to me, and likely to everyone else. And, changing the subject away, what has happened loads of times is when you place a road and you do it over a tree, it would become impossible to remove it until that tree is cut down and the road is built. So if I were to say, build a road over that tree, now there's 3 tiles of road here, which I would like to remove. Now I can remove it all. What happened once before was that the tile under the tree itself would not be removable, which it is. Which is also fantastic, meaning you don't have to wait and inevitably forget that you have a road there. So, they will also, what was angering me, something enormously, was, say, this tunnel here. When I built that one, what would happen, instead of striking their hammer here, where they usually live, they would walk all the way around, and when they reached their workplace, they would hit one time, and then they were done, because they had spent so much time going here that the next order of business was to go home and get some food. The thing is, now they will go to the nearest location, which is logical, and build a bridge or tunnel there, so they won't find the next crossing over this river to build this bridge, which is fantastic. Yeah, so another bug with the roads, irremovable. Which would also happen is that, say I built a... what was it again? Yeah, the thing is, sometimes the roads would be impossible to remove, and what also will happen is when you remove them, the area under them would be impossible to build on. I thought what would happen is that somehow the land was elevated, but that was not the case. And yeah, also a bug. Placing, say I did like this, so, and I would build a stone road over that. Those tiles would most likely, or not most likely, but sometimes become irremovable, basically. Those would be somehow etched into the land constantly, or forever. Which is also fixed, of course, which is very nice. And over to some firefighting. What would happen? I never had a fire. I've watched everyone, or not everyone, but other people having fires. And the firefighting capability of people were ridiculous. Nobody would care to put out the fire. And the one guy who did it, he would be really weak. It would be like he had a cup of water every time he were throwing water over the fire. That is fixed now. People are way better at putting out fires. Once they do throw water on the building, the chance of that building and building in the area next to it that the chance they would catch fire is lowered considerably. And also non-laborers, basically people who have a job, will also come to the aid, even if they are yeah, there's no excuse if this say farmer, I believe, stonecutter, she wouldn't put out this fire, but when she walked past now, she would be obligated to put out the fire, which is fantastic. And the reason, the only reasons they would stop putting out fires is if they get sick, they freeze, or they will be hungry, which isn't that often. And yeah, also, what is not basically adding a new building, but giving you some reason to build, say, this graveyard, is when people die, their gravestone will be put down, and it will be staying around for, yeah, forever. And in reality, if somebody dies and their gravestone is put down, it will stay there for as long as possible until some natural catastrophe removes it. But in this game, the tombstones would never disappear, never. It says that they would do so after 1370 years, which isn't the case. At my games, they have been sticking around for forever. But now, I hopefully hope that the developer has fixed it, because in the changelog he says that after 4 or 6 years, the tombstones will disappear. They will wither away. And thank God, that gives you some reason to building cemeteries. What I would usually do is to give people ale and get them drunk to forget that their loved ones had died. Oh, Jesus. Whoops, excuse that little glitch there, my voice glitch. But yeah, happiness is dependent on people's accessibility to their graves of their dead loved ones. So before it wasn't worth it, you filled up the map with cemeteries eventually, but now nature will take its course and the gravestones will wither away and be replaced. Which is, oh, we have one here. So yeah, that is nice. So yeah, if you want to check out the changelog yourself, if you have it on Steam, yeah, if you have the game on Steam, which you probably have, it's there, but I will incorporate it in the link, and I hope this will invigorate people to buy the game or continue playing, because I feel that this addresses a lot of problems which sometimes made this game frustrating as hell. And we gained a achievement, the minor achievement. Maintain 2 mines with 30 workers for 3 years. Fantastic. So yeah, that's everything for this video. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and buy the game. Support the developer. This is a It's a simple game, but it is a fantastic game, which gives you satisfaction when you reach levels like this. Almost 750, or we have 750 people. Large cities. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.